All right, Deandre, thanks for joining. First up is going to be Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports.
Hey, Deandre, I wanted to ask you about playing with Chris this year and in pick and roll situations. Chris will often take his time in those and kind of take his second to draw the big out. How have you picked out his rhythm and just the unique way that he plays those situations?
Running 1,000 pick and rolls per game, you'll get a hang of it quite fast. Just being in different situations and talking through things, build our chemistry up pretty much to where it's at right now. And knowing that no big man can stop him really or guard him, that's the bread and butter, or, if they don't have a guy that can really guard down low or any mismatches, pick your poison. You either get the midi or dunk or hook shot underneath.
Yeah, to that point, it feels like he's kind of just waiting enough for the big to have to pay attention to make that decision. Do you kind of sense what Chris is looking for as you're rolling?
Yeah, teams tend to start to pick up on our bread and butter when it comes to the pick and roll and the mismatches. So what they try to do, they try to corral him, try to crowd him up a little bit. So what I try to do my best, I try to seal underneath, try to give him an option or outlet just to get an easy one up there. I try my best to seal under the rim. Either it's a mismatch or my matchup. And, he'll create. He'll do the rest.
Next up is Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, followed by Gina Mizell.
Thanks, Deandre. I hadn't had you on since that game Wednesday, so congrats on making the playoffs. Yeah. And what does that mean for you? Because when you got drafted, this was what was supposed to happen, and now it has happened, and you being a part of that.
It was time. To me, I think we would have been in the playoffs a little earlier if I didn't get in trouble in the beginning of my second year. But I'm grateful that we're here, and we're solid. From top to bottom, and it's a new experience. And I ain't never win this many games in my life or played this many games in my career to where, there's no stoppage. And I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun, closing out the season strong and just, getting ready for the next level.
Quick follow. In games, sometimes, you kind of have to either force your way into it or, just find your role in certain games. It's not always scoring for you. Sometimes it's just, getting boards and playing D. What's that been like for you in terms of figuring out, okay, this is what I need to deliver tonight because of how the game is going?
That's why my name is Dominating. Dominating, I do everything. I'm going to dominate the game regardless. When I'm in the game, I'm dominating the game, both ends. I create offense for my guys, and they create for me. But I'm the main vocal point. When it comes to pick and roll into the basket, leave shooters open, and everybody know I'm the anchor on the defensive end. I take all the responsibility on that end. But yeah, that's what dominating is, man. I don't really come into the game saying I'm gonna score this or that. I just come in trying to be the best superstar I can be with my effort. That's what I look at it as, and try to be the best two-way I can.
Next up is Gina Mizell with Suns.com, and then Kent Sommers.
ATA, even going back to your rookie season, you've constantly talked about how important it is from a team building standpoint to learn guys' personalities and to just have that, that relationship with guys. How has this group been able to figure that out so well? Because it seems like you guys have just been able to gel and obviously really thrive in that way.
Yeah, just picking up the stuff off the court that most teams don't have. Our guys, we love each other, and we treat each other with the utmost respect, regardless who gets the minutes or who do. And it's just fun being around great people like that, especially bringing that energy off the court as well. And that's what we play with, man. Knowing that that's your guy, you're gonna play for him. I'm playing for my brother, and that's what you guys are seeing out there, us playing for each other.
Do you have a favorite off the court experience so far this season? I know it's been different with all the protocols and restrictions and stuff, but does something stick out that kind of captures what you're talking about?
I'll say, the simple things probably, I don't know, I'll say on the road when we're on the road, we don't get enough of each other. We're always hanging out. We always see a group of guys hanging out. dudes on the bus talking. It's never quiet on the bus. You never know when we lose, because we're always uplifted from the bus to the plane. You never really know. Everybody's just talking, chopping it up. It's always loud. It's never really quiet. Guys coming in on off days just to see each other, stuff like that.
Next is Kent Somers with the Arizona Republic, and then Christos Saltis.
Deandre, can you compare what it's like playing against Rudy Gobert now with a couple of years under your belt as opposed to when you first came in the league? And are there things from his game that you've applied to yours?
Well, yeah. Now that I'm somewhat aware that goes on in the NBA, I think playing against Rudy, they're just the physical specimen. That area I picked up on, just being physical from the jump ball, knowing that it's going to be a physical game. You're going to get hit. You're going to, get bowled. And, just bearing that and throwing that back at him. You know what I'm saying? In the most basketball way possible, of course. But, just a real clean fight, and when you can embrace that and compete at that, you tend to learn stuff from your opponent. And what I've learned from him is his presence. He's so good at being a big presence in the paint. You would think he contesting your shot when he's right under the rim. I'm at the elbow, I'm at the free throw line, but that dude is a big dude, and I learned how to use my size and length just by playing against him the way how he uses it against us. So that's what I picked up from Rudy, just being a great presence for the team on that defensive end and showing your arms, showing your hands, not getting in foul trouble, being a good shot blocker, contesting anything in that paint, whether it's, good 8 feet out, you can get to that. So that's what I picked up on.
Appreciate it.
DeAndre, final two questions are Christos Saltis from Greece and Dwayne Rankin.
Hello, DA. Hope you're doing well.
Thanks.
The Suns are back in the playoffs after 2010, 11 years after the last playoff appearance. How special is this for you? And how important and how special for you is to win something in the playoffs with the Suns?
Yeah, I'll say it's really special. A new team like this, I didn't really expect us to even be in this situation. Not to say that my expectations with us was down, but I just expect us, it's a new team and, we just going to get in our groove somehow, but, it's right in front of us and, it's us for the taking and, we just got to remain locked in and keep learning and, just keep chipping at it every day because, the playoffs is a whole new level and, we're just grateful to be in this position where we're at now, man.
Our question is Dwayne Rankin.
DeAndre, in the last game, it was off of I think you were going to the basket and you got fouled, and Devin was having a conversation with you. He was trying to, I don't know what he was saying to you because we're up pretty high, so we can't read the lips. But if you recall that conversation that he was having with you, was that a motivational talk? Was that a get after it talk? And what's that like, that interaction with him in those moments where it looked like he was trying to pump you up or okay, just maybe expand on that a little bit.
Book is like a big brother to me. He is a big brother to me. I can't run away from him. I don't think, Book never really got into it at all on the court. He knows me best. Me, you don't really have to beat around the bush just to get me going. I think it was more like a pump, motivation thing, just keeping me encouraged and, just to keep going. He was telling me how this is how the playoffs is going to be. I wasn't really finishing around the rim like I wanted to. And he was just telling me like, DA, this is like, if you keep attacking the glass and keep going and never stop and being relentless, like, this is what you're going to get. This is your reward. And, I was just locked in, mad at myself that I'm missing all these little hook shots and putbacks. And, but he was just keeping me engaged, saying, like, this is how the playoffs is going to be, man. It's not going to look good. And, he knows me best, man. He just know when I'm on myself too much and, just there to have my back. Everybody else, too.
Appreciate the time, DeAndre.
Sir, thank you.